Hi, it's Dr. Rebecca. Welcome to my hip opening yin yoga class. So this is part 2 of squats. I just recorded part 1, which was more of a intensified yang, getting into a deep squat. And now this is part 2, yin, really getting into the deep tissues and ligaments and opening them up. You may need a block, pillow, or blanket. We're going to use it underneath our knees if you have sensitive knees, or if you just want to ease off some of the poses. Using blocks, pillows, and blanket, just keeping it nearby will be very helpful. You can also keep a journal nearby because when you're relaxing, you always get some profound realizations or notions that you might want to make note of. Enjoy. So let's go ahead. We're going to be doing about maybe 10 poses. We're going to be doing about 10 poses and holding them for 3 to 5 minutes. And Mr. Kingsley here is going to help us chill out. So about 10 poses, holding them 3 to 4 minutes. So go ahead and just find a seated position. We're going to go ahead and start class. Bringing your hands on your knees. Sitting up straight, chest open, long spine. Keeping the eyelids very soft. Gazing down. Bring one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. And breathe at your own pace. During yin classes, this is when we go deeper into the emotional and spiritual realm. We almost lose sight of our physical body by going so deep within. We're going to do a skull shining breath. This cleanses out the digestive system. It's amazing to clean out the organs so that when the organs function properly, the muscles around them function properly as well. So we're going to passively inhale through the nose, filling up the belly and the chest. And then we're going to squeeze all the digestive organs and all of our lungs and push it out. Go ahead and passively inhale and forcefully exhale. I had to push out 3 times to get everything out. So let's do that again. We're going to keep doing that until I say stop. So you should be feeling that pressure of your belly in. You're going to forcefully push everything out and clear everything out. So use your whole body, keep going. 5, 4, 2, and 1. Relax the hands down. Very good. Let's come on to all fours. Hands and feet. Hands and knees. Let's do a couple cat-cows here. Again, moving with your own breath, squeezing the belly in, pushing the hands down against the mat, bringing the spine towards the sky, dropping the head down. Inhale, hips up to the sky, belly down, filling up the belly with air, filling the chest with air, opening up the chest, squeezing the triceps together, bringing the chin up to the sky. And starting with the hips, tuck the hips under, squeezing the air out of the lower belly, squeezing it out through the chest, bringing the back spine towards the sky. 3 more times at your own pace. Listen to your own breath and your own rhythm. What I like to do is I like to go on my elbows and get even deeper, squeezing. Getting in touch with your breath is getting in touch with your soul, getting in touch with how you're feeling. Working with emotions is working with breath. The breath cleanses the body of emotional, chemical, physical pain. Let's go ahead and bring that left knee towards the left elbow, dropping the right elbow down. We're going to open up the hips, 5 circles in this direction. Nice and slow. Last time, even bigger circle with that knee. Slower and bigger. This time, straighten out the leg, straighten out the arm. Bird dog. Bring that elbow and knee together and open up again. 2 more times, keeping the chest long. One more time. Plant the hand and the knee down. Bring that left elbow down onto the mat. Bring that right knee towards the right elbow. 5 circles. Okay, on this circle, let's bring it even wider. The biggest circle you got with that knee. And when you're ready, extend the leg out. Bring that palm back onto the ground and come to a bird dog. Opposite leg, opposite hand. Bring that knee and elbow together 3 times. Extend open. 3, 2, last one. Palm and knee down. One more cat-cow. Find your neutral spine. Extend that left leg back. Bring that knee into the chest. Bring that knee into the outer elbow. Dropping that left foot down on the mat for a low lizard lunge. We're going to hold this here for about 5 minutes. If you would like, you can bring a blanket underneath your knee. If you're ready, you can come onto one elbow, or you can come down to both elbows. Whenever it's too much, you can exit out of the pose. This isn't a game of pain, this is a game of ease and tension at the same time. Finding that perfect balance of being able to withstand tension. Take a big deep breath in, filling up that hip. And exhale, letting that hip release some more. If it gets to be too much, you can maneuver back to your palms and then maneuver back down to your elbows, gracefully finding those sweet spots to hold. Allowing the neck to relax, no tension in the shoulders or neck. Go back onto our palms if you're not already. And we're going to push the hips back very slowly. We never jump around during yin. We just let it be. We're coming back into half monkey. Allowing that left leg to stay long, keeping a long spine. We're going to fold over that top leg. Doing your best to keep your hips square and level. We never want to be too imbalanced. So when we find that quiet peace of mind with our emotions being the same, quiet and peaceful, whenever they're congruent together, your mind and your heart, your feelings, whenever they're on the same page, like we find in Yin Yoga, we find a really beautiful balance, an inner harmony within. And that's why we do Yin Yoga. And when we find this harmony within, when our brain and our heart are aligned inside, we start to see more of that outside of ourselves in our relationships and community. Changing the world one ripple at a time. Inhale, exhale, pull it, push a little deeper into that knee to nose. Go ahead and drop your hip back even further. Bringing that knee forward. Bringing that right foot, kissing the inner thigh. We're coming into a forward fold on that left leg. Keeping the spine straight. Now if you have a block or a pillow, go ahead and put that on your knee and find a nice resting position here. Almost where you can fall asleep with just a little bit of tension behind your leg. You don't want to feel it in your back, you want to feel it in your leg. You want to keep your back straight. So inhale, breathe into the belly, exhale, pushing all the air, all the tension out as you slowly fold forward. Slowly finding our way back to a straight spine, sitting straight up. We're going to come into fire log, where our shins are perpendicular to each other and our ankle is going to be stacked on top of the knee, and your knee is going to be stacked on top of your opposite ankle for fire log. Blocks are wonderful here for when you hinge forward. You're going to feel it in your outer hips. This is the left leg on top this time. Or whatever one you have, just remember that you're going to be doing the opposite next. You can rest your forehead on a block, a pillow, a blanket. Back up to a seated position, slowly, organically. Allowing to come to a cross-legged and coming forward on your hands and knees. Take one cat-cow and extend the right leg back. Bringing that right knee to the outer elbow, planting that right foot down, coming into a lizard lunge. Find your lizard lunge. We're doing the same thing on the other side. What is your body saying right now? Our body speaks to us. It can speak to us through physical pain, discomfort. Our body sends messages for us to look more deeply inside. See the trapped emotions, the lurking fears, and beliefs that limit you inside the body. Listen to your physical body, and you will be led to the source of your pain. All answers lie within. It is time to get your healing on. Take a big deep breath in and let it all out. Beautiful. If you ever feel like shifting, go right ahead. Shift onto a different part of the hip. Move your feet around, move your hands around. Try not to wiggle too much out of pain. Move out of grace and strength. Let's go ahead and push both of our hips back, bending the left knee, straightening out the right leg. Tucking the back toes under for a half monkey pose. Big deep breath in, exhale, bring that chin towards your knee. Find a comfortable spot for you to chill out for a little bit. Trying to keep the hips in line, level with each other. Let's bring both of the hips back even further, sliding the knee forward and out. Bringing that bottom part of the foot to touch the inner thigh and the right. Bringing your hands to either side of your right foot, hinging at the hips. And dropping the chest and the chin towards your shin. Reaching for your foot. Use your blocks, pillows, blankets. Take a deep breath in, release a little bit, and exhale, go deeper. Find your safe comfort spot to feel. What else could your emotions and feelings mean? There's always many ways to look at a feeling or a situation that keeps repeating in your head. Our first reaction is usually rooted in fear, or the same thing as fear is your limiting beliefs. Are these rooted beliefs stuck in fear? Look at the situation that keeps popping up inside your head and ask yourself, what else could this situation mean? What else could this feeling mean? Because there is something else your soul is calling for you to learn from this broken pattern, from this broken emotion. If you can't find another perspective, see the situation from another person's eyes.
If it doesn't involve another person, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? How can I use this for my benefit? Inhale, exhale deeper. Go ahead and slowly walk your hands back to your hips, bringing up to a seated neutral spine. Bringing that right knee on top of the right ankle and the right ankle on top of the left knee for fire log position. Sitting straight up, chest open, spine long. Hinge forward, finding a pillow or blanket or blocks to lean your head on, and find a nice, easy stretch. There's nothing to do here. There's absolutely nowhere you need to be. Nobody needs you right now, I promise. You need you right now. You need this absolute surrender for yourself in order to go back into the world better and recharged and aligned. Inhale, feel that inside. Exhale, release any limiting beliefs. Letting it all go. Go ahead and walk your hands back, sitting up straight. We're going to bring our feet, our knees together, laying down on our back. Laying down on our back for reclined, bound angle. Our feet are bound. Our hands go on our pelvis. Our hands send healing energy always to the area that we're touching. Allow your hands to renew the hip joints and cleanse your sacral chakra of any emotional stagnation by breathing and feeling deep within your hands. I want you to ask yourself in this position, what do I feel like? How have I become what I am today? How have I become what I am feeling now? If you want to change your feelings, you must change your behavior. Behavior that's aligned with your values. Behavior that's aligned with your happy values, your happiness, your peacefulness, your contentment. You can always put pillows underneath your knees to support your hips if it's too much, or the blocks. Let's go ahead and use your elbows to help roll you back up. And now we're going to forward fold recline, or forward fold bound angle. Again, using the pillows or the blocks for your forehead when you're hinging forward, if you need be. What's one small little habit you can change in order to change your entire life? To incorporate new feelings into your life, what can you do? What can you do to make yourself more happy, peaceful, joyful, content? What's one thing you can do every day? Could be journaling, writing, praying, meditating, drawing, coloring, watching a funny show instead of a scary show, doing yoga for 20 minutes. It could be cooking your own food instead of buying out. All these little things change who you are and change the world around you, making the world a better place. If you become better, the world becomes better. It's simple. It can be very simple. Inhale. Exhale, hinge deeper. One more minute here. Slowly sit on up, laying completely on our back, legs extended. We're going to bring our right knee into our chest, hugging the shin, interlacing the fingers, bringing that nose up to the knee for a crunch. And releasing the head back down. Bringing that knee out farther to the right shoulder. Bringing that right foot to the sky for a half happy baby. Trying to keep the left hip glued towards the mat and the right knee down towards the mat. If you feel comfortable, extend out that right foot, stretching out the inner thigh, grabbing onto the toes or wherever's comfortable. Trying to get that right foot down on the ground, the right knife edge of the foot down by the ground. Keeping that left hip down on the mat. Opening up the right inner hip. Let's go ahead and if you can, while keeping the legs straight, it's up to you. You can bring the foot towards the sky. Now if you need to bend your knee, that's great. If you don't, that's great. Now we're going to switch hands. Left hand grabs onto the right foot and we're going to twist all the way, bringing that right foot down to the left side, turning your head all the way to the right towards your right hand. A nice twist and IT band stretch. If you have a strap, go ahead, you could use a strap during any of this. We're going to do the other side as well. Go ahead, bring that right foot back to the center, laying down Shavasana. Let's go ahead, bring that left knee to the chest, interlacing the fingers, squeezing the thigh towards the chest, bringing the nose towards the knees, squeeze for wind releasing pose. This helps with gas. And now release the head down. Bring that left knee towards that left shoulder. Getting a new stretch in the hip. Go ahead, bring that left hand onto the left toes, opening up for a happy baby. Bringing the elbow inside the left knee. Trying to keep that right hip down, left hip open. If you want, place the palm of your hand down for leverage. And whenever you're comfortable, go ahead and extend that left leg out on the left side. opening up the left inner hip, doing your best to keep the right hip glued down towards the mat. And when you can, bring that left foot towards center, releasing the back of the leg. Bringing that right hand, switching it out with the left, bringing for a nice knife edge twist, corkscrew, they call it. Looking towards the left hand, feeling the stretch in the left glute. Wringing out the organs like a sponge that you would rinse out, squeezing it. So good for you. Let's go ahead and lay on our back for a final 5 to 10 minute Shavasana, not long. Letting your feet fall out to the side, having no tension in the hips whatsoever. Allowing the back to be neutral, no tension. Palms facing the sky, being receptive to new coming energy. Allowing the shoulder blades to be fully surrendered to gravity and on the mat. Shoulder blades back and down. Face muscles surrendered, letting go of the tension in your jaw and your lips and your ears and your eyes and forehead. One big deep breath in, filling up the entire body, and exhale, let it out. One more time, big as you got. This is all the effort for the entire class, breathing it in. And anything that's left, let it go. Shavasana. Go ahead and roll onto one side of the body that's most comfortable for you. In a fetal, curled up position. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and use your hands to slowly get up into a seated position. Keeping the eyes soft, cross-legged.
Bringing your hands to heart center in prayer. Thank you so much for joining me in this yin class today. I hope that you are feeling rejuvenated, refreshed, and peaceful, the true state that you should be feeling, which might feel a little bit different, but it is your normal state. Sometimes we have so much stress that feeling peaceful can feel a little awkward sometimes, and it just takes some getting used to. But being in peace makes your life a whole lot easier, less stressful, and brings you true abundance. Please like this video if you enjoyed this, and please comment down below so that I can get to know you and get to know my community. And subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Thank you for joining me today. It's a pleasure. Namaste. See you next time. Bye.